What's up, Sassy fans and followers? Welcome back to another edition of The Talk with Sassy MC. And of course, with me, your host, Sassy MC. Today I'm here with an amazing beauty queen, the beautiful Miss Precious Leemu FLomo. Good day. How are you?
I'm perfect.
I know.
How are you?
I'm fine. I don't know. I didn't sleep last night. I was on a series. So I'm kind of sleepy this morning, but yeah. But how are you? You wearing well? How are you coming on now?
Well, it came
Is
in
it is it the is it the anxiety and the nervousness?
something like that. But if you've been preparing for something for a long time and it's no longer far away, it's right here. You be like, oh my God, it's right here. I can't believe it is happening, but it is happening.
I can
So
tell
it's
you
just
for a fact.
everything happening at once.
I can tell you for a fact, and I know right now your heart that
So the thing about me is when people are anxious and nervous, that's when I'm calm.
really.
Yeah. So
Girl,
right
if I
now,
was you, thought that I'm sweating
no.
because I couldn't get anxious and nervous, especially for the kind of stage that you are preparing to go for. It's a huge stage. I can always tell people, me, I don't like competition. I hate competition.
Really?
That's why if I ever work in command, maybe I will work in a appointed position,
Right.
but not elected position because I won't go for election thing. I won't cry. me and my constituents will that's it. I will cry.
No, but
So
the beauty
it's-
of the whole thing is you get to meet new people
Right.
from diverse background,
Right.
culture, which is what the pageant I'm in is all about.
Okay, that's good. Well, let me be the first to say congratulations. I think it was the beginning of this year when you were vying for the Miss International
Liberia.
position.
Yeah.
Yes. And I saw the work that you put in.
Girl.
I saw how you really worked towards the
Girl.
title that you have now. So congratulations.
Thank
Let me
you.
clap it for you. And I know definitely you're going to make your name.
Of course,
You're
my
gonna make your
name, the
name.
country name, my family name, my school name, my
Right.
friends. So I'm happy.
Okay, so let's get into our conversation. You are Miss International Liberia, and you're on your way for the Miss International. That's the world pageant. How is it? How do you feel? And how has the journey been so far?
Okay, so you mentioned earlier this year, I competed for the Miss International Liberia crown, and I was blessed to be the winner. The good part is that I was the only candidate from back home.
Wow.
Yes, and that journey actually taught me that it doesn't matter where you're from, but what truly matters is who you are. And I've kept that with me since. Going for this pageant, I decided to just focus more on what I can give, what I can show the world about Liberia, because it's not just about me. It's about my country, it's about my legacy. So having my Liberian people support me, that is something that I really look forward to doing because it's not about me alone.
Right.
So the journey itself have been very, very, very tricky.
As always.
To be honest,
As
it have
always.
been tricky. I'm gonna be sitting here calm right now, but behind the scenes, you have to be on the go.
Right.
Every minute, every hour that you spend somewhere have to be something productive.
Well, that leads me to my next question. Now that because you've been in pageantry for a very long time.
Correct.
Yes, as I can remember. This is not your first time. You're not new to the game.
No.
You've been there.
I'm old to
I
this
think
and
you're
true to this.
the people that are coming up now will call you their veteran.
Of course.
So you've been in this for a very, very long time.
Right.
And you being the winner to represent Liberia for the Miss International on the world stage in Japan. You're going global, right? What it means to you to be able to go on that stage because you're going to be amongst a lot of other beauty queens. Some may have more experience than you. Some you guys may be on the same par. Some you have more experience than them. So what does that mean to you? For you as a person, your brand and what you hope to achieve in the future.
Okay. So for me as a person, I like how you always go back to the source. So I would like to start from the source.
Definitely.
My first pageantry, I came second. That was the Miss Earth pageant.
Miss Earth, yeah.
I represented the element fire. That was an element that is not easy to represent because when people hear fire, they become afraid. But I read, I understood what the element truly represents. And with that, I was able to place at my first pageant ever. And that is one of the biggest pageant in the
Liberia,
world.
right.
In the world, not just in
Yeah,
the
Miss Earth
in
world.
Liberia. Yeah. So with Miss International as well, this is one of the biggest pageant in the world as
Right. I
well.
think it's placed amongst the top 3 or top 5.
Exactly. So you know a little bit about pageantry. So I'm saying that to reference that, okay, it have always been my dream to represent my country on the global stage. From my small girl days, as we say in Liberia.
Right.
From my small girl days in kindergarten, that was something that I told my mom I'm passionate about and have been blessed to have one of the most supportive mother in the world. I love you, mommy. In the world to support me throughout this entire process. Okay, so let's come back to where we are. This means a lot to me. It's a dream come true. And I want this to serve as an inspiration for not just every Liberian girl, but for every young girl, every Black girl out there. That it doesn't matter where you are from, how you started, but it's about where you're going and how you're going to cultivate where you are.
That's so true. That's so true. Yeah, I like how you put it. You're trying to persuade me to enter into pageantry, but I will not do that because, you know.
Ma, you fit the category. Trust me, I be your coach.
I don't know why I can't tell people say them go be president and when they go put us on the palana, you're not for funny. You're that the people in the country here. It will not work for me. Anyway, so how have you been preparing for this pageant? I don't want to talk about the surface thing. Mentally, because I know this work that you guys do, it takes a toll on you mentally.
Right.
It takes a toll on you emotionally. Before I come to the physical toll that it takes on you. Because when you are mentally drained, emotionally drained, it affects your physical.
Right.
So how have you been able to prepare yourself mentally, emotionally, and physically?
Thank you. Okay, so as you can see right now, I don't have any attachment in my hair. And it's not because I can't afford to.
Right.
I don't have on any makeup as well. But for me, self-care is a form of self-love and healing.
Sure.
Okay. So in order for you to love yourself, you have to understand yourself. They call that self-awareness. When you're self-aware, you become more kinder to yourself. That's self-compassion. You have to be compassionate with yourself.
The girl is teaching.
So for me, this phase that I'm in right now, I'm showing my true beauty. I'm appreciating myself. Because when I get out there, it's a whole different ballgame.
A whole different thing.
I have to add on extra to be more than what I am. So right now, I'm appreciating who I am. I don't know if that makes a lot of sense.
It makes a whole lot of sense.
I'm appreciating who I am, so I know myself. There is nothing that will come from outside. Even, I don't want to bring biblical stuff into it, but
Bring
even
it on. Don't worry. You have the money platform.
even the Bible said that no weapon formed against you shall prosper, but it didn't say that weapons are not going to be formed
Definitely.
against
Say
you.
will not prosper. Ella.
So yes, when it comes to outside noise, there will always be people there to say negative things. But I have a strong family that loves me, that show me that I can do more than I'm doing right now, that believe in me so much. And having those people around me, they're a shield. They are my walls of Jericho, and they're not going to come down.
Yes. So I like what you said, because when it comes to the issue of the mental health issue. I think I have another session that's going to talk about that.
Okay.
It's more important if you're self-aware, because if you're not self-aware, you're quickly intimidated
Right.
by other people.
Right.
And then once you get intimidated, you get depressed.
Right.
Once you get depressed, everything scatter. Everything scatter. And I think that's the problem that most people are facing in Liberia. Most young people, especially most of the young people that are coming up these days in pageantry.
Right.
There are so many noise when it comes to pageantry. We're going to get there. But if you are not self-aware, if you are not grounded mentally, you're going to lose yourself in the process.
Right.
And especially if you do not have like the emotional backing that you're talking about, having your community around. And that's so key, having a community.
Right.
It's really, really a community that you can trust.
Right.
Not just having a community that as soon as they finish helping you solve your problem and they go and talk about it.
But a stronghold.
Yes, a strong community. It helps you as well.
Flourish.
Yeah. So you people that are in this industry, for those of you who are self-aware, I think you guys need to have a platform where you can help the other people who are not self-aware.
Right.
The other people who do not have that community that's going to help them. Because believe me, there are a lot of people, if they were in your shoes,
Right.
by now, Matia.
I know. I know.
But I'm really glad that you have that emotional backing behind you, because you need yourself as you're appearing on that stage. You need to be in yourself. You need to be there.
Right.
And not elsewhere.
No.
Because we need all of your T's crossed. We need all of your I's dotted. God will be following that pageantry step by step. So please be self-aware. Our community be supporting you until you go.
Of course, that's what I know. I already have your support as well.
Of course, definitely. Because for the fact that you are a friend, you are a Liberian. That's why whenever we see Liberians out there in these kind of competitions, we are always online trying to help.
Right.
I think Mr. Liberia is out in Nigeria also doing the Mr. Africa
right now,
stuff.
Yeah.
And we're also supporting him. Because this is not just about the person.
No.
To say, okay, I know this person personally, or I don't know this person personally. It's about the country.
Thank you.
It's about how we are supporting you to go out there and support Liberia and promote Liberia.
Right.
Because now the way the internet looking, and most of the Liberians are now on the internet, they're making it the outside world things say like how all looking in the country.
We'll change that narrative.
So for those of you who able to, promote our culture, promote our tradition and everything, we need to put our hands there around you.
Thank you.
And support you. So don't worry, girl, I got you.
I know.
Now we've talked about your preparation stage, how you're mentally prepared, emotionally prepared. Let's now talk about the Miss International pageant. So for people that are watching, even for me, because I do not know too much about it, what can you tell us about the Miss International pageant? What is it? What is the team? What they hope to achieve? What is it? What is the importance of this pageant?
So the importance of the Miss International pageant is to help young women from diverse background, which also means culture, come together and showcase their culture, their traditions, their values, their beliefs with the world. Okay, so we live in a world right now where we're interconnected with the help of
the
technology.
Internet, right.
But seeing something online is very good. But imagine if you could feel it, if you could experience it.
Yeah.
So Miss International pageant seeks not only to uplift women, but to also empower women to give back to their community sustainability. That's why the United Nations adopted the 17 Sustainable Development Goals in 2015.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes, so their agenda till, I think, 2030 is to make sure that the world at large, we're in peace and harmony with limited poverty rate.
Right.
And for me, my SDG goal is about no poverty, SDG 1, quality education, SDG 4,
Oh,
decent work and economic growth, SDG 8.
girl, you better go into that people pageant equipo. No, but I'm really sure that you're going to do good
Thank you.
once you're on that stage, because at this point I don't think, and it just brings me to, it just brings me to my next session with the whole balance thing when it comes to pageantry. Now that the Miss International has all of those, you know, things that have to do with the SDGs, women empowerment and everything. So it basically gives a picture that this is not all about beauty.
No,
This is not all about the bikinis,
no.
as people term it. So how do you see the shift now? Because a lot of pageants around the world, they are coming to this realization that, because back then pageant was actually about the beauty, the body and everything. But now there are a lot of pageants that are coming with the shift. They are balancing the beauty, they are balancing the crown with now a lot of key elements, like the empowerment that you talk about. They are now balancing it with things that are of value, that will help the contestants in their country, that will help them either alleviate their country from poverty, either to talk on some advanced social issues. So how do you see the balance now that's coming in the world between the just the beauty and now having all of these important things being included in pageantry?
Okay. So let me clear that. It's only in Africa that we have seen pageantry over the years to only be about beauty, or we've made pageantry to only be about beauty. So, with Liberia as a whole, we've always believed that beauty queens, we're only about beauty. I say we because I'm representing every beauty queen right now. But out there, Miss World, Miss Universe, it have never been just about beauty. Yes, there is a specific criteria you have to meet up with before you become a beauty queen, in terms of height, in terms of how outspoken you are, in terms of health. And you shouldn't have a child, you should not be married. So those are some of the criteria you have to meet up with. And they have certain age limit.
Right.
Okay. So but when we bring it back to Liberia, I would say it's only in Liberia or some parts of Africa that beauty queens are not given the full respect that we deserve. When we get on those stage, we are ambassadors for our country. We represent our community because they have district pageants. And then they have pageants for counties. Like I'm talking about Liberia now. So you have Miss Montserrato, and then whatever district that another queen is from, you have that. So you hear people say, "Oh, we have a lot of beauty queens. We have a lot of beauty queens." Sorry, but it's almost like you have representatives and senators, and then you have president. So I will consider Miss Liberia to be the president.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm trying to help you understand pageantry. And presidents are not appointed because they're young or because they're handsome, but it's because of what they are offering for their country. So beauty queens, there's always a balance. That's why you see when we wear our evening gowns and appear on stage, they have a segment there called the Q&A section, which is the question and answer section. That what makes you or breaks you.
Okay.
So I don't want Liberians to just have that perception mindset fixed on beauty queens are only there to portray their bikini. When we wear our bikini, it shows our confidence.
Okay.
If it goes back to knowing who you are, if you're comfortable in your own skin, no one can bully you out of it. And we work hard for our bodies. That's why I told you they have criteria for everything. They want to see how healthy you are, how fit you are. You you cannot be a certain body weight and then be a beauty queen. Why? Because you have a lot of work to do once you're crowned miss. It's almost like once you're announced as president or appointed as president, your job starts that day. So we're working. For me, I have a lot of things to do. My platform advocacy, right now I'm helping to construct the first concrete school building in my hometown.
Really?
Of course. And I'm working for my organization as well because I have to represent them. I have to meet people out there, dignitaries, and talk about what I'm doing. So it serves as a portfolio for all the beauty queens that are coming after me to follow and carry out what the organization wants to achieve by empowering young women. So when we become beauty queens, we start to work. So they are appointing you as a president, and then you have to deliver. That's what they gave us, cash prize for the work we've done and the work we're about to do.
Okay. There's a question I want to ask, and there's a link I want to do, but let's take a break to be right back before I ask that question.
It's the talk with Sassy MC. Say it loud.
Okay, welcome back, guys. If you just joined in, I'm here with Precious Leemu FLomo, who's Miss International Liberia, and she's about to hit the world stage to attend the Miss International pageant in Tokyo, Japan. And we are here talking pageantry. We're talking about her journey from back then when she started pageantry to now. Yeah. And we're also talking about her journey to the world stage. So, welcome back, and I hope you stay with us. So, as I was saying, I understand when you try to perfectly defend the stereotypes around pageantry, but I want to say that I do not blame the people who have those stereotypes, and you're going to come back to defend. With a country like Liberia, the people, majority of the people, or most of the people who quote unquote host these pageants, some of them, they are not basically hosting for the women empowerment and all of those things. They are hosting for the beauty, they are hosting for the money, and I think there are a lot of times that I have seen, because most of these district pageants, if you really go there and watch it, you know that the people that are hosting it, they even get a passion for pageantry.
Right.
And I want to lie to you, it has been a disgrace, if I'm permitted to say that, because like for the Miss Earth, we see how structured Miss Earth is. We see how structured Miss Liberia is. And some of the district pageants, we see how structured they are. We see the Miss Monrovia, the most beautiful girl in Liberia. We see how those pageants are structured. And then most of the queens that leave those pageants, the structured ones that I've seen, they are doing something. Right, you see their works. For example, you see you're coming over concrete school in your town, but majority of these other queens who are not from a really structured pageant, it's just all about the beauty, and it's just all about the car. It's just all about, okay, what are the connections that I can get, and they are not getting those connections to want to give back to their community, but for a personal gain. So I'm saying that I do not blame the perception, because I too have that perception that majority of the pageants in Liberia is basically just all about making money or just showcasing beautiful girls. You see, most of the participants or the contestants of these pageants, when it comes to the twerking and the bikini session, they are all into it. But when it comes to the intellectual part of the pageant, then that's what we get to know that, okay, there's beauty and then there's the intellect.
Brains.
Yeah. So I think I will stand with some of them when we say that the beauty pageant is just all about beauty in this country. Like right now, one of the leading pageants in Liberia now is the inter university pageant or so. That one, it has nothing to do with the bikini and the other stuff. It's strictly intellectual. You are researching, you are coming to defend, research, because they are taking beauty queens from these universities and they're coming to defend your school. You're coming to defend papers, you're coming to defend research work. So I think those of you who you have that balance, you have the beauty, you have the crown, and you have the empowerment, you have the intellect, you are able to go in your community and work. I think those of you need to come together to help the other people. Well, they check your beauty. You can't say no lah. But let's see your beauty. What they care?
That's why I'm here today. I'm serving as a role model because it's a part of my mission
Right.
to be able to inspire young women to challenge themselves and understand that whatever you put your mind to, don't just do it on surface level. And I'm not trying to give any motivational speech here.
Why you don't want to
I'm being
motivate?
very transparent. Anything you put your mind to, do not deal with it surface level. Go in depth. Understand what you're getting into and who you need to become. I repeat, and who you need to become to maintain that or to even participate in that. You can be a thick girl. If you decide to go into pageantry, you say, okay, this is what I want to do. They have pageantry for plus size women. They have pageantry for skinny women. Choose your battle. If you want to lose weight, you can work on it. If you want to be yourself, you can go for that. Even during my term as Miss International Liberia, a contestant there, she represented well. If I'm not mistaken, she took first place or second place. And she was a plus size girl, very beautiful. So I'm just saying this to encourage every young girl out there. If you want to do something, do it in depth, not surface level. Ask all the questions, read all the books, do all your research, study harder, go harder. But one thing I want to also emphasize on is that every pageant have their own goal.
Okay.
Every pageant. So Miss Liberia may be targeting Liberia as a whole, and then Miss Montserrato may be targeting just Montserrato. So you mentioned that inter-university is strictly about being intellectual, no bikini. I have a platform called Queen's Kitchen Show where I interview past, present, and upcoming beauty queens to talk about their struggles, their stories, and how they're able to overcome all of their challenges. And on this platform, I educate pageant like queens, beauty queens. There's a lot of stereotypes that have been placed around pageantry over the years, sorry. And I understand where some of the frustrations are coming from. But I don't want people to place stereotype around bikini, like wearing a bikini on stage. I repeat, the essence of wearing bikini on stage is for the judges to see how healthy and how fit you are. And if you're comfortable with yourself, you're going out there to represent an entire organization. You cannot be unwell. You cannot be unfit. The judges are not going to be with you throughout. So they are not able to experience those other side of you. It's on that one day that you are there to give your all, show your all. Your walk, your speech, your smile, how poised, and elegant you are, that's the only day the judges get to see you. So whether you wear a bikini on stage or you do not wear a bikini on stage, if you're a smart and intelligent woman, that's who you are. Beauty queens are actually powerful women because we're able to put ourselves out there. How many women are able to put themselves out there? And when we're out there representing ourselves in, our country, other women who are not able to get on that stage are living through us.
True.
So their dreams are coming true by us representing ourselves and them on stage. I don't know if it makes a. There are
Makes
some
a
women
lot
who
of
cannot
sense.
wear bikinis. There are some women who haven't worn a ball gown their whole life. But just by seeing another woman fitted so well, it brings pride to them. So let's not put stereotype around pageantry as a whole. Let women flourish. Let us.
So the part about the bikini and how the judges will want to see you fit, um, so if you're maybe if you've had surgery before, can you showcase that and everything, or they don't accept you if you've done surgeries or stuff because the scars and everything. Are they going to
Again,
allow
it
that?
shows how comfortable you are in your skin.
Okay.
Okay, there's a pageant called Miss Grand. It was just few weeks ago or months ago. And one of the contestants there got injured, her leg. But she still competed full term. Pageantry is about, I would say, self-acceptance, like the confidence you have. You have to be confident. You have to love yourself. If you don't love yourself, you cannot love other people.
True.
Whatever state you're in, whether your skin tone, your hair texture, your look, it's a competition, but it erases the line for competition because you're not comparing yourself to anybody. You're there, you're happy with who you are, and you're like, this is who I am. It's either you're accepted or not. So whether you have a scar, you have a birthmark, when you get on that stage and you show it, other women who have scars are afraid to show it. You make them more confident that, okay, if Sassy MC can go up there, showing her scar, I can show mine. So that's why pageantry is so beautiful. If you really understand pageantry, you become obsessed. I promise you.
Okay. I would try. Okay, so let's talk about the disadvantage that Liberia has. And I know it's not just Liberia, it's not just limited to Liberia. There are other countries in the world that are at some level of disadvantage. We talk about adequate trainings, adequate wardrobe, selections for their beauty queens, sponsorships, and all that. Do you think Liberia is amongst, do you think we have that high level of disadvantage when it comes to pageantry in Liberia?
Of course, and it's because, again, if you don't understand something, it's ignorance is bad. Ignorance is very bad. That's why I'm here to change that narrative. If a beauty queen is wearing your brand, it's a form of exposure for you.
Right.
Okay, I'm talking about sponsorship now, but just the support to like, share, follow. We're on social media all the time. We don't have that. And then when it comes to financial assistance, we don't have that because they don't really understand. Beauty queens are ambassadors. And you know who ambassadors are. Sometimes people see us and glorify us because of our beauty, because we've achieved this. But we don't only want the sash, we want to make a difference. We have a platform to amplify voices that are unheard. For me, back home, when I visited my hometown for the first time, I noticed that the learning environment, it wasn't conducive. So I said, okay, I'm going to use my voice to help you people finish the project that is ongoing. Those people are far away. They don't have the connections to meet with the people up there. So I stand as the middle ground or the middle person to make that happen. But without the support that Liberian people are able to acknowledge beauty queens, we're not going to go anywhere. And
That's true.
also is pageantry is so beautiful. I'm telling you. Because most of the time, some of the things are not being said, or some of the things that are being said are not acknowledged. So if you have a beauty queen to speak out, be the voice of the voiceless, we should respect them, we should support them. And for me, like I'm going out there, I'm not representing myself, I'm representing Liberia. I'm representing the entire country. So if you're not supporting me, it means that you're not supporting Liberia. It means that you don't love your country, Liberia.
That's true.
So those are some of the challenges that we face. And then you talk about some pageantries not meeting up to their standard. There should be rules and regulations. That's what I would say. There should be rules and regulations that will guide the entire pageantry industry in Liberia. And Ministry of Information and Cultural Affairs, for now, they are the ones in charge of that. I heard that cultural and tourism will no longer be a part of the ministry because they're going to separate them.
Yeah.
So I hope with that, we can have more structure.
Okay, that's nice. It's a good conversation. We're learning, and I'm pretty sure that there are a lot of people in the audience that are learning and unlearning some
Right.
things about pageantry. Now let's get a little personal. As a beauty queen, when you wake up early morning and when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do is pray.
Right.
And there's this ritual that I've started, especially when I'm by myself, when I wake up, when I do my prayers. I always like to stand and look at myself in the mirror for a couple of minutes, say 2, 3, 4, 5, and just picture myself being who I want to be in the future. Whether it's owning one of the biggest media empires in Africa or the world, or just being on that high pedestal that I want to put myself.
So you manifest.
Thank you. So when you're up in the morning and you look at yourself in the mirror, what do you see?
When I wake up in the morning and look at myself in the mirror, I see a perfectly imperfect person. Someone who tries every day to become the best version of herself.
That's
Yeah.
beautiful.
I don't put a lot of pressure on myself. I grew up in a Christian home. My dad is a pastor.
Oh, we are P kids.
My dad is a pastor. So I believe that there's a divine energy surrounding me. Everything I do. That's why I'm so confident. Because I know in my human nature, this is how far I can reach. And my God will take it from there.
Definitely.
So every room I walk into, I know that I belong there. Every call I receive, whether good or bad calls, I know it's supposed to happen. But it's how we handle things as people that really shows our character. In which a character is very important. It's very important. And people don't really pay attention to that.
Right.
But your character, that's what represents you. That's what steps in a room before you even walk in. So for me, when I wake up in the morning, after I say my prayers and I look in the mirror, I just thank God.
That's nice. When you started pageantry, were you influenced? Like, did you see somebody and say, this is who I want to be?
Yes. girl, stop playing. I feel like we should always have a vision board. Whether you put it together physically or it's in your mind, you should always have a vision board. So 2019, when I was competing for the Miss Earth Crown, it was during that same time they were having Miss Universe. And Catriona Gray, you should follow her. Catriona Gray was my inspiration. She was my map. And then when she came out in her lava dress, I was representing fire. I was like, girl, thank you.
That was the how they can call it.
Confirmation.
Thank you. That was what you needed.
That was the sign I needed. I was like, thank you. Her walk, how elegant she was. And even up to now, all the work that she's done, I'm still following her. So, yeah, for me, Catriona Gray, she set the pace for me. Over the years, my first inspiration was Priyanka Chopra.
Chopra. That's
Yeah.
Nick Jonas's wife.
Yes, that was way back. So to tell you that I've been into pageantry from a small girl time. So it didn't just start today. I've been watching it. And my mom and I've been watching them together. So, like I said, when you're on stage, you're representing other women. So my mom and I, we usually watch Miss Universe together. And then I became a fan of Priyanka Chopra. So my mom have played a key role in my journey of pageantry, and I really appreciate her for that. She's very supportive, and she doesn't just show up for me because I'm the last of 3 siblings. So that's how she shows up for every one of us. And she's also my role model. Of course. The woman is in it, girl. The woman know how to walk and turn and swirl, girl. Shout out to you.
So when they haven't that, because you said they got the old people pageant, right? So you want her to attend it?
Of
If
course.
she has the opportunity.
Of course.
Really?
I think she will win. I know she will win.
You know, I like that.
I know.
Confidence now water.
It's tea.
What it's actually tea. What has been your toughest moments during these times? Not just now that you're going for the Miss International. Back then, leading up to now, what has been your toughest moments?
Okay, honestly, it was connecting with the sisters. My first pageant wasn't really rosy. There were some dark moments. I had some major challenges. One was the friendship that I thought I was going to have and the sisterhood that I thought I was going to be a part of. It wasn't welcoming. And outside of that, what really broke my heart a little bit, because I'm a big girl, but what really broke my heart was the fact that I was announced second runner-up on the stage. Whoever won, I know that she deserves it, but I know how much work I put in. And with that amount of work, you deserve nothing less than what you're supposed to receive. So for me, that was my toughest moment with pageantry. But again, I have my loved ones around me. I have fans, and I had people who appreciated my work, and that's what meant a lot to me. And that's what I held dear to my heart and said that, okay, if these people still believe in me, then it means that I can still move on from where I stopped or where I am right now. And God is very good. Here I am today, crowned Miss International Liberia 2025.
Clock it. I think the conversation is almost nearing the end, but we the people that can be interviewing people will quite to find questions when you guys answer. So I have to ask this question.
Okay.
What do you think is the reason because it's not. I don't think it's just in pageantry. I think it's in every profession.
Okay.
I would deal with the women. The men, I have a specific session to deal with the men. So women, some women, they feel so intimidated with other women when they're doing well. So you do not have that level of support. You do not have that level of friendship. You do not have that level of collaboration. It happens in
Yeah.
every field.
Yeah.
In our journalistic field, but
Yeah.
it's worse.
Wow.
The women there, they are intimidation and water in the media
They
industry.
drink it every morning.
Matthew, collaboration. So, and you talked about you not having that bond with sisterhood. What do you think is the cause?
Well, pageantry is about competition, but it's also a form of building long-lasting friendship and sisterhood. I don't care what pageantry, what kind of pageant, the goal is to always empower women. So if we're empowering women, we shouldn't be trying to bring women down. Again, it all goes back to the beginning of our interview, self-love. If you love yourself, you will not compare yourself to another woman. You will always want to see others do good.
Right.
You will always want to see others succeed
Right.
and be happy for them. There will be no level of intimidation or fear or envy. That's what happiness does. When you're happy inside, it shows outwardly
Definitely.
with your skin, with your hair, with how you talk to people, how you respond to people, how you interact with people. So I believe that most women, I'll just limit it to Liberia, we need to find our own source of happiness. It's not outside of
So you
us.
think the issue is self-love?
Yes.
Okay.
We need to find our own form of happiness because the country is big. The world is big. There is space for every one of us.
I always tell my mentees, the sky is big enough to hold so many stars.
Of course.
So many stars.
Everyone shine. Every one of those stars shines
Yeah.
at its own pace. But when you look up, one way or the other, your eye will pick up a particular star. Not because that star is the most beautiful
Right.
or it's the biggest,
Right.
but beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. So I just think that we should be able to love ourselves so we can be able to give love to other people and uplift other people instead of trying to make this about competition.
That's true. Okay, so as we're at the end of our conversation, tell us what's when you're leaving, how it's gonna be, how can we vote for you, how can we support you? Just give us the gist.
Okay, so by the time this podcast will be out, by that time I'll already be in Japan. So let me just say this. I'm leaving for Japan the 7th of November, which is tomorrow. And the voting...
So we'll say you've already left.
Yes. So the voting process have started already. It is very, very easy. All you have to do is download the Miss International Beauty Pageant app of your App Store or your Play Store. Once you download the app, you scroll down, you will see a little star, the second to the last icon on your lower right. Once you click that star, all of the queens were placed in alphabetical order. So it's from A to Z because we're about 72 candidates.
Oh, wow.
So you just scroll to the letter at the beginning of your country. Ours is L. So you scroll to L and then you will see Liberia on your right, which would be me smiling, holding my crown. You click that and then you can buy your vote.
Okay.
So the highest vote there is $99. So you should know what the lowest vote is like. $1. But you have to buy your vote. So this one you're not placing.
Something.
Yes, this one you're not placing your vote. You have to buy your vote using your MasterCard, Visa card, however you call it. And that's the easiest way for you to vote for Liberia. When you're voting, you're not voting for me. When you're voting for Liberia. And I promise you, every one of you out there that are watching, that I'm going to do my part. but you also have to do your part because it's not a I situation, it's a we situation. So we all have to work together, hands in hands, and make Liberia great.
That's beautiful. So for people that will be watching and they do not have access to credit cards because or debit card or however, because Liberia, man.
I know.
So what measures have you put in place? Is there somebody that they can send the money to here and the
Right.
person can upload their card and vote?
Yes. So my mother is here. Again, my mom. She knows everything about this pageant. So I will give you her number
Definitely.
so that you are able to send to her mobile money.
Okay.
And whatever you have, your Willow's Might, you can send to that mobile money number and then we will upload it
Okay.
on the
card,
MasterCard and then buy the vote. So whatever amount you have, ranging from $1 upward, kindly send to the mobile money number that will be placed in this video.
Thank you very much. So before we take leave of you, what is that one message you want to leave with the audience? And also that one message that you're going to leave whilst you are on that stage that day.
That rebuilding our nation starts with confidence. All of us should be confident.
Thank you very much. On that note, this is how we like to end Pageant Talks with Sassy MC. I've been here with Precious, Leemu, FLomo, and until I talk to you again, bye-bye.
Sassy MC, sassy in the spotlight, truth in her grip. Everywhere she drops, got a little bit of whip. From Monrovia to the world, she the voice of the street. Tune in, lean back, and I feel that beat. That talk, that sass, walk that class. She the queen of the mic, making moments last. Bold and brassy, never too classy. It's the talk with Sassy MC.